The hate for Highguard is so forced. I just spent 22 hours over the last week playing this game, having a great time earning every trophy along the way to earning the Platinum. It's amazing seeing the discourse around this game when, at the time of making this video, only 58% of the players on PlayStation had even unlocked the trophy for completing a single match. If you haven't tried the game, I would definitely recommend giving it a shot with its low cost of entry being free. You might be surprised, as many people who have actually played it seem to be, by how fun it can be. It isn't perfect. I think it lacks some very standard features like account stats and some kind of progression outside of the war chest, which is Highguard's version of a battle pass. They just released a new patch that added a ranked mode, so that may be something I dip my toes back into if I get the urge to play again. I don't normally play shooters, let alone team-based competitive shooters, because I'm normally the weak link on the team. But I was able to hold my own for the most part. I really only got called out once.
Bro, Trev, you're useless, bro. Useless. Every time I look at you, you're dead. Like, what the fuck? Fucking useless. Can't even fucking help. Don't even know where to fucking shoot at. Wow.
Just so you know, we went on to win that game where I had just as many kills as him and more assists. The trophy list for Highguard isn't too difficult, with most of the trophies unlocking naturally as you play. As long as you're playing the objective and trying out different wardens, they'll come with time. There are a couple that require unique scenarios to do the task required to unlock, but as long as you know what to do, you can play with the goal of getting those when the right situation presents itself. The trophies pop at the conclusion of a match, which I feel takes away from the excitement of earning some of them. But I imagine it was intentional to keep people from leaving early if they were only playing to unlock them. Now, let's invert our why and take a look at my journey to the Platinum for Highguard. When booting up the game for the first time, you'll have to play through a tutorial before you can jump into an actual multiplayer map. While this tutorial did teach me the basics, this game didn't click for me until I was a few matches in. But wrapping this up gave me the Rite of Passage trophy for completing the tutorial.
That was fantastic, mate. The Vigil made a great choice.
I jumped into my first match where I was completely lost and overwhelmed the entire time. This first match reminded me why I don't play these kinds of games. I kinda suck at them. My situational awareness and aim was something I was going to need to improve if I had any hope of making progress in this game. Even with my poor first showing, I did manage to unlock 2 trophies. The first was Soulmate for reviving a teammate by interacting with their blue orb when they got downed. The other was Trial by Combat for completing a raid mode match. As I played more and more, everything started to make more sense. I had a better understanding of what I was expected to do in each phase of the game and began to get a feel for which weapons I liked. I found myself doing better with guns like the Vanguard Assault Rifle or the Paladin Shotgun. One thing in particular that helped was getting matched up with a pair of players that knew what they were doing. We were basically able to walk right into their base for a raid and take the win without any of us dying, which was good for the Protocol 3 trophy for winning a game in under 12 minutes with at least one member of the team not dying. In addition to all 3 of us surviving the entire match, we also put this one away in just under 7 minutes. There are several maps in the game where you'll battle it out against your opponents. I was getting a better idea of where I could go to get some quick, uncontested loot. In one game, I was able to open and loot from 15 different chests, which unlocked the Plunderer trophy at the end of that match.
Location lost.
A couple of matches later, I had a game where I unlocked 3 trophies at its conclusion. As you take down opponents, they leave their souls on the ground, represented by these red orbs. If you can get to them and destroy it, they'll be removed from the battlefield so they cannot be revived by their team and restores some of your shields. I managed to destroy my 30th soul for the trophy Soul Eater. This match also went on long enough that legendary equipment could be found. I looted and equipped 3 legendary pieces of equipment and earned legendary armaments. And finally, this was my 5th match playing a Recon Warden for the trophy All-Seeing Eye.
Well done.
There are 5 different trophies tied to completing 5 matches with the different Warden types. For Recon, Destruction, and Support, There was only one Warden available for each of these types. I imagine other options will become available as they add more characters to the game, but for me, I had to make sure I was the first to choose these specific Wardens to unlock their respective trophies. Many of the walls in this game are destructible. For regular walls, you can knock them down with your melee weapon or with a single shot from your rocket launcher or hammer. Reinforced walls take a little more effort before they crumble. Once I destroyed my 20th wall, I unlocked the Lord of Destruction trophy. While out looting around the field, you may find yourself a sword called a Dome Splitter. When raiding your opponent, you can go to one of the alternative entrances to their base and plant this. When the shield breaker breaks through the front, this opens up a small section so you can flank your opponent. The first time you use the Dome Splitter, you'll get the trophy, The Slow Blade Penetrates the Shield. Completing my 10th raid mode match unlocked the Battle-Hardened trophy. In the very next match I played was another that unlocked 3 trophies. The first for spending Vesper at vendors to buy 10 rare items or better in a single match. I found myself using the vendors a lot more as I played because armor was extremely cheap and I could sometimes find the weapons that I liked available. It was easier to just buy them instead of hoping to find them in a random chest. This was also my 5th match played as a defensive warden where I played all 5 as Una. And finally, I had used my ultimate power 3 times in this match for the trophy Shock and Awe. This wrapped up my first day with the game with about 4 hours of playtime and 14 trophies unlocked. I was hooked at this point and knew I wanted to keep going. For day 2, I was able to get a handful of games in and make progress towards many trophies, but only unlocked 3 of them, all during my final match of the day. Go for Broke was awarded for spending at least 77 Vesper at the vendors in a single match 5 times. Animal Control for eliminating 20 enemy mounts, which isn't too difficult as they make for larger targets. And then the Tip of my Spear and my Axe for completing 5 matches with an Assault Warden, which I had bounced between using Sage and Atticus for.
Well done.
Day 3 earned me another 4 trophies. Completing my 5th raid mode match with a Destruction Warden earned me Carved a Path. This had to be done with Redmane as he was the only Destruction class available when I was playing. Winning my 5th raid match in under 10 minutes unlocked the trophy Overwhelming Force. This one is incredibly dependent on how good your team is. Since I was running solo nearly all of the time, I had to hope for 2 teammates who could rush the objectives. When raiding an enemy base, you can either end the game by destroying their A and B generators or go for their Anchor Stone. Winning by ignoring the generators and destroying the Anchor Stone only in 5 matches was for the trophy 1 shot, 1 kill. In that same match, it was my 5th completed raid with a Support Warden, which could only be done with Mara for the trophy Got Your 6. For day 4, I was able to get quite a few matches in, but only unlocked 1 trophy. I was focusing on getting kills while on the back of my mount. This was much harder than I expected as it was hard to control and aim at the same time. I found this easier to do while using the Paladin since I could just hold down the trigger and it would hit a wider area. Getting my 10th elimination earned me the Heavy Cavalry trophy. Day 5 was a good day for trophies as I was able to pop 5 of them, with 2 being ones requiring a unique situation that I had tried and failed at many times previously. The trophy Suppressive Fire requires you to get the Big Rig LMG, which can be found in an airdrop that shows up after the first attempted raid. Once you have it in your possession, you have to destroy at least 3 iron walls with it in a single match. I'll tell you right now, friendly iron walls do not count towards this trophy. Trust me, I tried. After getting the Big Rig, I had teleported back to base and left some sizable holes in one of our buildings without being rewarded the trophy. Iron walls are the reinforced walls with a purplish tint that this weapon tears through pretty quickly. Unlike other weapons in your inventory, if you are killed while you have the Big Rig, you drop it. The gun also has limited ammo, so you don't want to use it in combat too much so you can save it for the iron walls. You have to knock out either the iron walls that are out in the open map hiding several chests, or use it when you're raiding the enemy base to knock down their walls. Thankfully, after many tries, I finally found the opportunity to sneak into the enemy base and shoot down 3 iron walls conveniently put up right next to each other. Getting a hold of the shield breaker and planting it in the enemy's base to start a raid unlocks the trophy breaking and entering. I'm not sure why this one took me so long to do, as it's an essential step in every match, but I was just never the one carrying it most of the time. The trophy Our Last Stand is another that I had attempted and failed at many times. In order to unlock this, you have to be the last man standing during an overtime, which starts if neither team plants the shield breaker to start a raid in the allotted amount of time. There are no respawns during overtime, so the goal is to wipe out the other team before they wipe out yours. Keep in mind, earning this trophy does not mean you have to win a 1 versus 3. If your team takes down 2 of their players, then your 2 squad mates die, you will unlock the trophy if you win the 1 versus 1. Even though I played in a lot of overtimes, I could never clutch the win. My 2 brothers were interested in trying the game, so I decided to squad up with them and we had a game plan. If we found ourselves in OT, we would try our best to take out 2 of them, then my brothers would throw themselves at the last remaining guy to intentionally die and leave me with the cleanup. The first chance we got, it worked, and I earned the Our Last Stand trophy. In that same game, that overtime was the 10th I had won and rewarded me with the trophy Lambs to the Slaughter.
Oh, does it recharge your shields?
Yeah. Oh, I got the trophy.
Soulmate, revive it.
Oh my gosh.
We secured this location.
I can't believe we... Oh, I got another trophy. The axe you use to collect Vesper around the map doubles as a melee weapon. Finishing off 10 enemies with that axe unlocked the trophy Blade vs. Bullet.
Like, way too slow and inaccurate. It's like...
Day 6, I was able to earn 3 more trophies, getting me closer to the platinum. The first trophy I unlocked was for winning my 20th raid mode match. This one took longer than I expected as I had gone on a severely long losing streak. The last few wins took me around 10 games to get, but once I got that 20th win, I unlocked the trophy A True Warden of Highguard.
Great bloody work,
GG
team.
guys,
We've
GG.
secured this location.
While raiding enemy bases, planting the bomb on either the A or B generator contributes towards the Saboteur trophy. Getting my 20th plant earned this one for me. This was another that took me longer than I expected, but considering you are fighting with your own team to be the one to plant the bomb, it makes sense why getting 20 could take a while. Note that planting the bomb at the anchor stone does not count towards this trophy.
Game over.
Winning my 5th raid match without the game going into overtime gave me the perfectly balanced trophy. I was sitting at 4 out of 5 on this trophy for the longest time. It was difficult to get on a team that could successfully force the team back into their base and end the game quickly enough, but I finally hooked up with the right people to get it done. On day 7, I played a lot in hopes of wrapping up the 2 remaining trophies in order to get the platinum. Unfortunately, I was only able to unlock 1, but made some significant progress towards the other. The trophy I did unlock was for defusing 20 bombs that were planted at generators when defending my base. This one was difficult because you almost had to intentionally put yourself in a losing position and let your opponents plant the bomb, then clear them out, and fight with your own team to be the one to defuse it. It eventually happened and I got the trophy Cordcutter to prove it. This left me with one final trophy, which took significantly longer than I had expected. To earn the trophy, Send Their Regards, you must eliminate 77 enemies with legendary weapons. At first, this doesn't seem like it should be too difficult, as eliminating your enemy is an integral part of the game. The bigger issue is getting late enough into the game that legendary weapons are even available. For loot to be upgraded to legendary quality, you have to complete 2 raids that don't end the game. This didn't happen super often for me, so I spent many hours in games that I never even got a chance to get legendary weapon kills. One thing that did help was learning that Scarlet's ultimate power counts towards this trophy. When activating her whirling blades, you get 6 daggers that you can throw at enemies. If you get a kill with them, it resets the cooldown so you can throw a new batch of 6. So even if the game doesn't make it to round 3, I would usually have at least one chance to activate this ultimate power and try to get a few kills. I played match after match after match and slowly chipped away at this one. I ended day 7 at 54 kills, with the hopes that I could get the remaining 23 the next morning. I played a lot the next day, and towards the beginning I wasn't getting anything as far as legendary kills go. I would either completely fail with my Scarlet ult, or if I did get a legendary weapon, I wasn't able to get the final shot on an enemy to get credit for the kill. But then in my last 2 games of the day, I went on a tear. I was able to finish up the remaining kills and then some to unlock the Send Their Regards trophy, and was also rewarded with the Platinum.
Band eliminated. Struck down a hostile.
One hell of a fight. Land secured? Great work, team.
I had a lot of fun with this game over the last week, and I am happy to have the Platinum to show for it. I really do hope this game continues to get support and that more people give it a chance. For it not really being the type of game I normally play, I truly enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to having you back for my next Platinum trophy. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this game if you have had a chance to try it. If you would like to see more content like this in the future, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel.